What's up, everyone? It is Jason from SCE, and real quick, I wanted to drop a tip here on the channel because I've been a little slow on the updates lately, and that's because we are in full swing here in the land of SCE events all the time. A lot of craziness going on. The summer season is upon us, and man, I am grateful, thankful, and just wow. So I wanted to drop a tip here on the channel for anyone that is in the hustle or in the game or in the world of weddings that is looking to push their craft a little bit further as a DJ, as a host, as an MC, as someone that speaks on the microphone. And it has to do with pronunciations. I think pronouncing names properly is really, really important. It's critically important if you want to excel in the wedding space. It is important that you practice names that could be challenging, that could be difficult, or that you are not comfortable or familiar with. One tip I would share with anyone and everyone that is in the world of weddings, that is looking to excel in the world of weddings as a host, as a DJ, as someone on the microphone, is to take the time to talk with the people that you're working for and really, really learn the proper pronunciations for the people that you're going to be announcing. One tip that I will also offer is I write everything out phonetically. I kind of break things out by syllables, and I do it in a way that I am able to look at my iPad or look at a run sheet of what I need to basically deliver in terms of direction on the microphone. And I need to make it so simple that I can look at it and without any hesitation be able to run through the name. So I typically break things up by syllable, and I have my own little code of doing this. Sometimes I'll be lining people up for introductions and they'll see my sheet and they're like, "That's not my name." And I just simply look at them and smile and say, "It is if you want me to say it properly." And it's awesome. You know, I just did a wedding last weekend, and we had a number of people that had some challenging names. They were not straightforward Steves or Mikes or Cindy's that were in the wedding party, and it wasn't an issue. As a matter of fact, I think I really impressed some of the guests that I was about to announce as I was lining them up, and I just simply looked at my iPad and I'm like, okay, this person and this person, this name and this name, and they just looked at me and they were like, "Dude, like everyone gets my name wrong. How did you get it right?" And it's because I took the time to understand the proper pronunciations with the couples before I even got there. I phonetically wrote them out. So when I walked up into a space full of people I don't know and I'm lining people up, I just looked at my list and I'm calling names out properly, this, by syllable, and saying it because I've practiced it now a couple of times before I even got there without hesitation. And it really, really looked good on me and the SCE Event Group business, my business that was there hosting this wedding. The point is, do your homework, connect with your people, and take the time to phonetically break things out in a way that you can easily understand. You can literally look at with all the commotion and all the craziness of an introduction going on, and do it in a way that you could just read it, and it's super easy. I like to break things out by syllable, and I use for words like something with like a hard E, like E, I'll do like 2 capital E's in the middle so I know that it's E, as opposed to like an which would be like a lowercase e. I've got my own little, language that I use, but it's just so I understand it. I think that's the point of it. Figure out something that works for you, figure out something that you're comfortable with, and stick to it. I've been doing this now for years, and I've done some crazy introductions. As a matter of fact, I did one Middle Eastern family that had 42 sets of people that came into a room full with over 700 people, not last weekend, it was a couple years ago. And it was so funny. As I started lining them up, the maitre d' looked at me and goes, anyone else, I'd be worried about this. And he looked at me and he goes, "Thank God it's you and not me." And then I literally did the introductions. All these people came into the room at different times, all these super, super complex names, syllables that don't even work in the English language, but everything went off without a hitch. It was perfect. Maybe it wasn't like how you would say it in native tongue, but it was passable. It was recognizable. It wasn't butchering someone's name. And I think that's the point. At the end of that whole introduction, I was like, wow, thank Thank you up there for letting me get through that, because I was super nervous about it. And literally before I walked off the dance floor, not only did the maitre d' and the owner of the property come to me and give me like a high five and a pat on the back, but as I was walking off, the groom's father literally approached me and said, "Sir, that was absolutely incredible that you got that right, and you didn't flinch, and you really, really impressed my family." It was awesome. Point being, do your freaking homework, take the time to write things out in a way that you understand, and practice if you need to. Just take your time to read through it a couple of times. Say things out loud. Say things to the people that you're working alongside during setup if you have to. It's easier sometimes to practice and to say it out loud publicly than it is in your head. I think it's important to do it in your head, but I think it's easier to talk about it to someone, because if you're going to get jammed up, you want it to be in a situation where it doesn't really matter. And you don't want it to be when you're out in front of however many people you're in front of at someone's incredibly important celebration, and it to be on, whether it be on Snapchat, on Instagram, or on their cinematographer's video for the big day. I think you understand what I'm saying. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any tips on what you do to master the craft and to help navigate complex introductions? If you have some solutions or ideas or things that you do, I'd love to hear from you. So drop in the comments and share them down below. Anyway, I appreciate you visiting me here. I hope that you'll stick around and check out some of the other content on this channel. I've got a bunch of stuff in mind and on deck here on the channel, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and check back every so often, because I'd like to drip stuff out unexpectedly. Anyway, my name is Jason. This is what we do here on this channel, and I appreciate you for sticking with me to the very end of this video. Thanks for watching.